back to my channel. My name's Tina and we're going to do a look today with some brand new items that have been in some of my recent hauls. Probably going to be doing several of these because I did several haul videos. Now I have all this makeup that I need to use. Let's jump into what we're going to use today. So I bought a bunch of this Kiko makeup recently. I used it in a video and then the end of it got cut off, and so you don't actually see the finished look. So I'm going to do an outro to that. We're not going to use exclusively it though, because like I said, I have several products I need to use. So today we're going to start out with this Crown palette from BoxyCharm. I have not done anything except for swatches with this yet, so let's see how it does. Okay, so I thought that was a matte. It looks pretty matte in the pan. On my hand, it does not look matte at all. That's not good. Standing in a room full of makeup and I don't have any matte. I'm going to use the Creme Brulee, I think that's the name of it, out of this Rose in the Air Wet n Wild palette. Is pretty abused. Now that we fixed my boo-boo, I'm going to use this burgundy I got from Kiko. I'm still undecided about how I feel about these. I've done several looks with this brand. The ladies at the department store that I bought it from were like, oh, it's super high-end. Jen from Beauty Riot X was like, well, not really. It's more like mid-level. And that's what it performs like. It does blend out pretty well, but it can blend away as well, like when you really start messing with it. I'm using a Wayne Goss brush, which whenever I'm having trouble with some eyeshadows, I switch to Wayne Goss brushes and see how they work. Make up my mind if they really suck, because honestly, if eyeshadow doesn't work with these brushes, it's pretty much a lost cause. Okay, so as you can see, it blends really, really well. It just doesn't get the pigmentation that I would like. I wish it was a little bit more vibrant. Now we're gonna jump into this palette from Crown. I am gonna take this deep red right here, and I'm just gonna do the outer V and crease. And those two blend together beautifully. Now I'm going to take this color here. It's kind of a rosy, goldy kind of color. First we're going to do it dry. I'm going to start packing that on my lid. For this outside edge over here, I'm going to use this darker shimmer and just kind of create a V with it right there. These shimmers apply beautifully dry. Let's see how they do wet. I'm going to take some MAC Fix Plus. That does pop it up just a little bit. And sometimes being wet like really makes a difference. On this one, it doesn't really make a difference much at all. I got this Ella Eden really pretty orange cream color, and I'm just going to bring that into my inner corner. I was thinking that this shade was going to go beautifully with that BoxyCharm palette from Crown, and it absolutely does. I'm going to take my Wayne Goss brush and just blend. I do have some fallout down here. I'm not sure what that's from, and that's why I do my concealer last. Actually, what I'm seeing down there is not from my eyeshadow. Well, some of it is, but a bunch of what I'm seeing down there isn't from my eyeshadow. It's actually from my Dr. Brandt Under Eye Baggage Cream, which is an orangey red color, which is great for people with dark circles, but for those of us who don't have dark circles, it's giving me dark circles. Like, seriously, that did not all come from fallout. That is the shade of that Under Eye Baggage. That probably is going to be a huge problem for me. Yes, I can conceal it if you were using it for a no makeup day. If you're fair like I am, that will be a problem for you. So I'm going to use my Tarte Under the Sea concealer. As you can see, it is broken. I don't know what just happened there exactly, but my under eye, especially on this side, looks like hell today. It is not a good situation. It didn't feel like it, but maybe the concealer's drying out a little or something, but that is terrible. I'm just going to very quickly set it with some RCMA No Color Powder. BoxyCharm sent this brow product, and now you're going to watch me completely screw up my makeup. I saw a bunch of reviews of people who are like, oh, it's so easy to use and amazing. We'll see how if that's true or not. So here's the thing with this product. If you already have good brows or like not super problem brows, then this is probably going to work great for you. For me, it's one, kind of dark for what I prefer my eyebrows to look like. Some days I do have super bold brows by accident. Usually I like my brows a little bit lighter than that, and I used a super light hand. I'm not going overboard with it, and it's not like terrible or anything. If you're good with brows, you could probably make this work perfectly for you. I don't expect subscription services to get my shade right every time. I am going to go in with my pencil. I'm going to do a not how to do your brows tutorial, because as I suspected, me and that product not going to be friends. It's not it, it's me. I know it, so please don't leave nasty comments saying you screwed that up. Brows are not my favorite thing. Let's get back into what I do like to do. I'm just gonna go back into this red on a smaller blending brush and just bring that around and under my eye. These shadows, they're nice from Kiko. They're not my favorite in the world. I had struggled really hard with them the first time I used them, which happens sometimes. I'm going to take this lighter reddy shade right here and just tight line my eye with it. So I'm going to use like an eyebrow brush for this. And now I'm going to take just a little bit of this orange and stick it right underneath, like right in the center. Nothing like super crazy, but it will give like a little hint of sparkle if I hit the light just right, and it'll reflect up into the eyes, which will make my hazel eyes turn green. And I'm going to take this Harmony by Ella Eden and do the inner corner. And the last step for my eyes is going to be, or for the eyeshadow part, is going to be Rainbow Crystal Drops by Pacifica. I just put that on the very inner corner. Sometimes I sort of smudge it out and just bring it up with my finger. That's in the shade Unicorn, so it has a slight pink tint to it. I'm gonna take my Super Dirty Super Cat eyeliner from Soap and Glory and do my eyeliner. I'm gonna be a little bit wild and crazy, and I'm gonna stick this Kiko eyeliner in this aquamarine color, and I'm just gonna do my waterline and tight line my eye with it. This color is so gorgeous. In the waterline, which I hadn't used it on before, it does seem to go on there pretty smoothly, but it doesn't have the vibrancy of when I used it on my upper lid. I'm going to prime my eyelashes with Smashbox Eyelash Primer and then do my double decker lashes from Butter London. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back, and you'll notice I'm wearing eyelashes. My eyeliner was being a total problem child today. So, to fix lumpy eyeliner that isn't straight, I just put on falsies and call it a day. I'm just gonna set, oh wait, I forgot my blush. BoxyCharm this month also has this gorgeous blush from Note in Desert Rose, because it is nice and warm out, and I should have a tan by all rights, but I don't. I'm going to use some Butter London and bake it. For highlight, I'm going to use my Ofra, the lightest shade, in the Nikkie Tutorials palette. I got this amazing shade in my Ipsy box from Makeup Forever lipstick. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that. I'm just going to put that on. I'm going to take my RCMA No Color powder and just buff my whole face in. Get all those dark spots that I missed before. Freaking hate that when I'm editing my videos and I see the little spots that I didn't get in places. I mean, and they're down on my jaw every freaking time, where it's not like I can see down there unless I look in a full-size mirror, which I don't have. I'm going to set the whole thing with my Scandinavia setting spray. I was super disappointed because I really, really wanted the Tarte setting spray, which is weird because most setting sprays I'm super disappointed in. I always go back to Scandinavia. MAC Fix Plus is great and my preferred setting spray for wetting my brush, but it's not my preferred setting spray for setting my face. So that's gonna do it for my look today. Let me know what you think. This is using pretty much all new to me products except for my foundation and a couple things. It was fun trying out and putting together. Kiko brand is great. It's not high end though, The department store that sold it to me, they don't normally carry it, and they sold it to me as a high-end makeup. It's more middle of the road, as somebody pointed out in the comments. Thank you, Jen from Beauty Riot X. Apparently she knew about this brand and had heard of it. It's been an interesting to try out their products and find what I do and don't like. And this crown makeup is great. The colors I used, I didn't use a ton of colors in here. I think I used 4. They were all very nice. I didn't have a problem with any of them. This blush from Note is gorgeous. And this, First Impressions of, is super fun, super cute, super blendable. Love it. The only thing that I really didn't like today was the brow product. Yes, that was a first impression. No, I will probably never touch it again. All right, I will talk to you guys later. Bye!